What's up, YouTubers? Today I'll bring you another deck profile on the Revengers. Revenge is really old now since there's no further support for the deck, but I thought I would still do a deck profile on it. Starting Vanguard is Judge Bell. Skill is when you boost a Phantom and attack hits, you go Canvas 1, put this into Soul, and search for 2 grade 1 from the deck and call it. Grade 1 or less. So anything, it doesn't have to be Revenger. That's a good part. Because you can play any, like, you can play Swordbreaker or David to call it. And they all have good effect. Moving on to grade 3, we have our 4 Phantom Blaster Abyss. Skill is when this card Legion, you go after its first attack, after its attack, you go Canvas 2, retire 3, and stand this Legion. But this only works once, and it's when you strike. No, it's when it's a turn you Legion. Second ability is when this card attacks against 2k. So this card combos with Break Ride. Everyone knows Break Ride skill is when you ride a grade 3, you can counterblast 1, superior card Revenger from the grade 2 grade 2 or less Revenger. No, Shadow Pattern. Any Shadow Pattern, call it to R and gains 5k. And which, if you Break Ride Phantom on it, this turn will be a 32 Legion attack twice. So, and you don't have to discard any card from your hand. So, you gain 4 card out of it. Moving on to grade 2, we have our Legion mate, Blasted Dark Abyss Revenger. Canvas 1, when this plays on rare, if you have a Revenger Vanguard, you could retire one of your opponent's grade 1 or lower. Which this help you to retire Laurel or anything that you don't like, and it's a mate for a Phantom Blaster. Then we play 4 Blasted Dark. You don't really use the skill because you only use it for combo with Doran, so you can unflip damage. That's the main purpose of this card. You could use it sometime if you want to go for a game with Diablo. Then we play 2 copy of this and 1 copy of this. This card depends on you. You don't have to run it. You could just make 3. You could play 3 mark art. I play 1 because sometimes you have free counterblast. You have enough counterblast to do stuff. So when you Legion, you can counterblast 1, and your Vanguard gains a skill which is for until the end of the turn. When your Vanguard attacks, your opponent cannot guard unless your opponent retire 1. So if your opponent has 4 damage and you Break Ride that turn, you could use Break Ride skill to call this out, and this gains 5k. And then Legion, when the time you Legion, you can counterblast 1, and your Legion gain that skill. So 32 attack. First attack, if your opponent has 4 or 5, your opponent had to guard, and your opponent will have to retire 1 in order to guard. And once Legion finish attack, Legion skill activate by counterblast 2, retire 3 Revenger. You could attack again, and then during that attack, your opponent had to retire another rear guard in order to guard. If they don't, they cannot guard. This everyone knows. When you Vanguard Legions, you could superior call Revenger grade 1 or less in rest. So rest is okay. I mean, the purpose is for you to get in 3 Revengers, so you could retire for your Legion skill. Moving on to grade 1, we have 4 perfect shield. You want to unflip because Phantom Blaster and Break Ride counterblast total of 3, and if you use this, that would be 4, and your Stride plus Starter need to counterblast, so this is really, really important. Other grade 1, we have Doran. Unflipper with Blasted Dark, so that's a combo. Then we have a 10k attacker. It's a Revenger, and early game you could use it, which that's the only purpose of it. Then we play 2 Strike Fighter, because sometimes you don't have grade 3 to discard. This is good for you to use for Stride. Then I play 2 Swordbreaker now. Before I was playing David instead of her, because David counts as 2 rearguard to being retired. But then a lot of people doesn't say you shouldn't run it, because if you get it early game, you're losing a grade 1 spot, and sometimes you don't get it, so it's useless. Swordbreaker is good because you could call it with Judge Bell, and you Soul Blast 2, you could draw 2. You gain 2 cards in hand, and also you could retire for your strike skill. Since if you call 2, both, and you could just retire with your strike. Then moving on to trigger, we have a crit, 4 heal, and 4 draw. They all have to be Revenger because sometimes you have to call trigger out for Legion skill. Then moving on to strike, we have 2 Orgeyser. Orgeyser, it helps you to gain more hand, so that's the only purpose. And you could use it for first strike. So you could strike into this, and then when this attacks, you could soul blast 1 and counter blast 1, flip itself, then retire 2, and then check top 2. If they are grade 1 or less, gains 5k. If they are not, you don't gain power, but you add them to hand anyway. I played David before because this need to stack 2. So if you have a David on the board, you only have to retire 1. But if you call both Swordbreaker, you could still use the skill to retire both Swordbreaker. It's same effect. It's also 2 unit, and they are not Revenger, so you don't have to worry about you not having enough in Revenger for your Legion. Then moving on, we play for Diablo. This card is amazing because Counterblast 1, flip itself, it gains a 10k and a crit, which makes you 36 without boost. And it also has a skill when you retire 3, unless your opponent retire 2, your opponent cannot guard, which similar effect to the grade 2. It's the only bad part is that this had to retire 3, and the grade 2 doesn't. But the grade 2 with the Legion had to retire 3 anyway, so they're close. But mirror match is really hard to play because if you Legion and you retire 3, it means you only have 2 rearguard left. So your opponent can just write Diablo and call Blast the Dark Abyss, or they're playing Blast the Dark Diablo. They could just try Blast the Dark Diablo skill to shoot 1 down. You only have 1 rear guard. They could just retire 3 with a 36 double crit. You cannot guard. So mirror match, it's really hard to play against because 1 misplay can cost you the game. Then moving on to strike, we play 2 Grim. I only play this because sometimes if you don't have enough rear guard for you to use Orgeyser, like your rear guard is important, or you don't have any Revenger, you just try. You can just go into this, and once this hits, you could call a free grade 1. So you could call Swordbreaker, anything like Doring or any other stuff to help you fill up your board and make your combo. And so this is my Revenger deck, and there you have it. Hope you guys enjoy it.